Nerdery. I'm JD.
I'm Jimmy.
And Chris.
What all we got tonight?
I don't know, but that needs to be lower.
My bad. My bad. I've got Convergence number 0 review, Spider-Gwen number 3, and a throwback, Spider-Man and Batman.
My God. Well, let's see. I've got a couple of variant covers to cover, and
We both do.
yeah. Let's see. I picked up issue 3 of Return of the Living Deadpool, issue 5 of Army of Darkness, the current run, which is the wrap-up of that series. Red Harley Quinn number 15, Lady Killer number 4, Darth Vader number 3, Wolverines number 13, and Ultron Forever, The Avengers number 1, which is also a variant cover, Scotty Young. So,
Oh, yeah.
we're going to cover that. What you got tonight, Chris?
I have got discussion about the upcoming Comic Palooza. I got even more Destiny the Game rants, in-depth Axiom Verge review, and I got another loot crate to open.
Sweet!
Awesome. And
Yeah.
my wife Tanya is with us again tonight.
Yeah.
And she is going to be providing a comic review.
Say hi.
Say something.
Hi.
Yay.
What are you going to be reviewing? What is that?
Deadpool Secret Invasion.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's the collected, I guess, first 6 or 7 issues of Deadpool.
I believe it's 6.
Yeah, it's the Way
Okay.
run. So it's not the current run, it's the second volume of Deadpool, I guess, the second ongoing.
All right, well, let's move on to our variant covers we have to review. We'll start off with the movie posters.
All right, because I've got some of those too. Go ahead and start. I'm going to do my own.
All right.
Top one I saw it.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman, I believe it's 40. Don't quote me on that. Having trouble finding it. Yeah, issue 40. Wonder Woman, issue 40. It's the 300 movie poster.
Nice.
Um,
She's angry.
I like it. Yeah, it looks really gritty. I'm gonna give it a solid 4 capes.
Tonight we dine in Themyscira.
There it is.
Yep.
What do you think about it, Jimmy?
I like it. I like the rendition of 300. That's pretty neat. Okay, I'm gonna give it 3 chimichangas. So I guess you want me to do the next one?
Yeah,
All right. I'll leave the other one for you.
I appreciate
I'll
it.
I'll do the Harley Quinn if that's cool.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, yeah. And so I'm going to review the Harley Quinn issue 16, which is a reproduction of Jailhouse Rock.
The old Elvis Presley film.
Yes, the old Elvis Presley, which she actually has her name twice on this one. So Harleen Quinzel is Harley Quinn, and I like it because this one looks a lot cleaner than the 300 cover. I do like it. It's definitely a straight throwback. It looks really nice.
Yeah,
and even down to the lettering, it looks great. So as I've noticed on the Facebook, we have been doing side-by-side comparisons.
Yes,
with the original movie posters, freaking awesome. I love that. So
we'll work hard on that.
I'm gonna give this one 4.5 chimichangas. What do you think, man?
I'll give it a solid 4. I mean, I really don't have any complaints about it. It's just, but it is very plain. It's a very plain movie poster. It's very straightforward. There's not a lot to it.
Except for Elvis wasn't rocking the giant mallet. But
This is true. All right. And next up, Jimmy left this all to me. Thank you, Jimmy.
Oh, you're welcome.
Issue 17 of Superman and Wonder Woman, which is Gone with the Wind. In new periodical grandeur, the most magnificent comic ever.
Superman, Wonder Woman.
I really like it. If you look close down there on the bottom right, that is Jor-El and Lara L.
watching their son
Fly off
as Krypton's exploding.
And then you have Themyscira.
Yeah, being burned.
Mm-hmm.
With Wonder Woman riding a horse, and I believe that is the God, what is that guy's name? Soldier that.
Oh, you
or
got
is
me.
the pilot that she was in. Anyway, I don't really want to remember. So yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna give it 4 capes. I really dig it.
I'll have to say of all three, this is the cleanest looking cover. It obviously somebody put a lot of work into the shading, into the art, and it's really nice. So I'm going to give it a 5 actually.
Oh wow!
Damn.
Because I'm going
Jimmy
by
rated
the
a
artwork.
Superman higher than I did.
Yeah, I'm going by the artwork, man. This one looks like somebody put a lot of work into it. And
Yeah,
I
there
dig
definitely is.
I dig it. This one, yeah, that just
The
looks,
Wonder Woman?
The Wonder Woman, it looks like a very rough sketch, which I guess that works for the poster, the movie,
300.
but-
I thought that one was badass. I thought it really looked like the fucking 300.
Yeah, it's just
Cover.
I wasn't pleased with it. The artwork doesn't look finished. That's why I'm not pleased with it. But yeah, the Superman Wonder Woman had the best look. So-
Now I have another variant. I have Spider-Gwen's number 3 What the Duck variant cover.
yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you, Jimmy, for picking that up for me.
You didn't even know about that.
No,
did you?
I didn't.
Yeah.
But it's a take on a World War II photograph of the sailor coming home and kissing his girl in the
Yeah.
middle of the crowd.
Those two
But
people.
it's Howard the Duck as the sailor, and some random woman, apparently by her blushing, it's the only color on it.
Well, that's the funny part in that photograph. That neither of those people knew each other.
Yeah.
So,
Well, obviously she doesn't know him because she's blushing. It's the only color on the cover.
well, I don't know. I don't think too many girls would want to know walking, talking duck. But
Yeah. I'm gonna give it a 4.5 just for the nostalgia of
what
it.
do you think, Tanya?
I think it's cool that they used that photo. I love that photo.
It's really neat.
But I mean, I'm a hippie, and that's the whole coming home from war kind of thing. So that's personal reasons. I think that's an awesome photo, and I think it's cool that it was used because it's not a movie variant either. It's just a photo,
that was
but it's a historic photo.
Yeah, and that was an April Fool's Day What the Duck cover. So they're floating around out there. So if you're listening, check them out. I'll follow that up with one as well. I also got a What the Duck cover, which I can't remember the artist that did the original rendition, but this is like it's the Uncanny Inhumans #0 variant, and it's the Screaming Man on a bridge. I can't remember what. I can't remember was it? No, it wasn't. I don't know. It was a surrealist painter that did the original work, but it's Howard the Duck in place of the Screaming Man, and there's like kind of a cityscape and two guys walking in the background. But regardless, the book was really good, and I just thought the cover was interesting, so I picked it up. So if you're thinking about picking up Uncanny Inhumans, I would say it's going to have some interesting story arcs, really, really good writing, and the artwork's beautiful. So definitely check that one out. We both got this one, so I don't know if you want to do a review on it.
I'll do it with you.
Okay. You haven't read it, though.
No, I have not.
The Ultron Forever Avengers #1, and I found a couple of Scotty Young variants, as well as you did.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you had or not, so apparently you have 2 issues now.
Yeah.
But the Scotty Young variant is really cute, as always. The Avenger babies. So you've got heroes that are plucked from different time periods in the Marvel Universe. You have Luke Cage's daughter as Captain America from the not too distant future. You've got female Thor, an older male Thor. The Hulk from before he became an Avenger. Black Widow and Vision, who
Semi-current
timeline, and the Jim Rhodes Iron Man are plucked up from their timelines by Doctor Doom, or what appears to be Doctor Doom. There seems to be some secrets there that the Vision's aware of, but did not reveal to the rest of the team. This is an interesting story, and it is an issue 1 preview of what's to come. I would definitely suggest picking this one up, especially if you're not tied to. You don't want to be tied to any like serious continuity.
Yeah, it's only going to be like 4 issues, or
3 or 4 issues,
something like that.
And it's an interesting story arc because it's kind of starting fresh with a new team, and you don't really know where these characters are coming from, except for the fact that where they're plucked in the timeline. So this kind of an original story dealing with characters that have never been thrown together before, and I would highly recommend reading it. I read it, looks interesting. You get a little bit of backstory on everybody, but the end of this book is kind of flabbergasting. I'm curious to see where it goes. So check it out.
What about the Scotty Young variant cover?
Yeah, what do you think of the cover?
Oh, man, well, I'm a Scotty Young fan, and I've looked at several artists who are similar in style, and I don't know what it is. I just keep going back to Scotty Young. Everything just seems so much more refined.
Yeah, he's polished his craft quite well.
Definitely. And I'm gonna give it a solid 4.5 capes, man, because I love it, and the Hulk is adorable.
Ah, shit. Let's see. I'm going to give the Uncanny Inhumans a 4.5 chimichangas, and Ultron Forever Avengers #1 I'll give it a solid 4.
Solid 4.
Just because I haven't read the rest, I want to see what's coming, and it's I don't know. Just because the shock and awe in it, there's a lot.
Okay.
So definitely check it out.
Chris, you ready? You need a minute.
Yeah, I need a minute.
All right. Well, let's move on to Red Reviews. I'm actually going to kick it over to Tanya. Don't be cursing.
You're in the hot seat. Whoa, we're on mature. She can curse.
Yeah, it's everything's labeled explicit content.
This is not mine. Who is this?
That's hers. So you read Deadpool Secret Avengers.
Yes.
What'd you think of that?
Invasion.
Secret Invasion. Oh. Secret Invasion. Oh. I was thinking of another comic.
I know.
It's fucking hilarious. Since I can say fucking.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the wit and the sarcasm in it. I can appreciate that sort of comedy.
See, that's why I was telling you need to read it.
Exactly.
Deadpool's right up your alley.
I mean, I'm just getting into the reading of comic books and whatnot, so I can't say that it's, the funniest one out there, but I definitely think there's more comedy in this than what I would expect to get from any other comic book. That's what I enjoy about it.
Well, what did you think of the plot itself?
I think it's well done. The first part, there's like 2 separate parts to it. Mm-hmm. There's the one where he's, abducted by the Skrulls. Mm-hmm. That part of it, I think, I really liked where they went with it. That one was absolutely hilarious, but it was really well written plot line. The second half to it, I got a little confused because it did this whole 12 hours ago, 6 hours from now, 6 hours ago kind of shit that kind of jumps around a lot. So I literally got confused on what the fuck my timeline was. But it was still hilarious, and it's followable. But
what did you think of the enhanced Deadpool enhanced scrolls that they created?
That was a good spin on that. That was awesome. And where they went with it.
Him training them.
Yeah, I thought the training was absolutely hilarious.
Exactly. Deadpool training an army of.
All right, now
what's supposed to be Deadpools.
Now that you've read 2 different titles, you've read Silk and you've read Deadpool. Which one do you favor more?
Deadpool.
Awesome.
Fuck yeah!
Right.
America.
Would you recommend that to another reader?
There's more substance to this. I feel like there's a lot more put into it. Granted, Silk is just starting out. It's new. So, I mean, I do think there's a lot more substance in the Deadpool. I think it's a lot funnier.
Hear that, folks? Deadpool has substance.
I did.
I think that's the first time that's ever been claimed.
I claimed that.
All right. Now I'm going to move on over, and we're going to kick it over to Jimmy because Jimmy's got a lot.
Oh God. All right.
I've got Spider-Gwen #3. All right. Now, before I've been kind of sketchy on her fights and adventures and everything. It's definitely getting a lot deeper and darker, and this isn't going to be your normal run-of-the-mill fight a guy in an issue and knock him out in an issue and run on.
But hold on a second. Didn't you say it was only going to be 4 issues?
This is #3.
I know.
Well, That's what I had heard, that they were only going to be, like, Silk and Spider-Gwen and all the others were going to be 4-issue arcs. It's not looking that way.
It's looking like they might go further with
Yeah,
it.
it looked like it looks like it very well may be a continued title. But, yeah, it's,
Chris likes to go further with it.
oh, yeah.
Further.
But,
sounded just disturbingly sexy.
He can do it with any word. Just a random word, he can do it.
But Toomes, Adrian Toomes, the Vulture, is playing a much, much bigger role than I initially thought. Like when he first appeared, it kind of seemed like he was going to be a lackey. Now he's playing a pretty pivotal role.
Isn't he wearing pink?
His face is pink,
Okay.
but he's still wearing the traditional green.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna give it a solid 4. I really like how deep they're going with it and in depth. Well, deep and in depth. Anyway, it's getting a lot more complex, and I like it.
There you go.
I didn't like how simplistic it was in the beginning, but it's getting more complex. And next, I have Convergence number 0.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Now, this is what I've been waiting on for a while.
It looks like Superman's whooping the shit out of some Brainiacs.
It is. It's a lot of Supermen and a lot of Brainiacs.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
And it's still not 100% certain whether or not it is Brainiac or another more powerful force. But they are manipulating all other timelines and universes and realities and
Is that tied in with Future's End, or?
I don't know. I haven't read Futures in it. But it's definitely weird and odd. It seemed a little hard to follow. Convergence number 0 revolves around Superman, so of course I'm going to read it. And yeah, it's. I'm going to have to keep track of this and bring y'all more information. I'm not even going to give it a rating at this time.
Oh,
because it left me that much on a cliffhanger.
So it's not a 0 cape. It's just
no rating.
to be continued, Cape.
Capes pending.
There you go.
It's nude currently.
Nude.
It is
Nude.
not wearing a cape yet.
It's capeless.
Capeless. It is a capeless Superman right now.
Right now.
At number 0, that's fitting.
That's fitting.
Might get a cape for every issue out. And next is Spider-Man and Batman, which is Marvel and DC. And
Where did you find that?
I found this at Half Price Books in Rice Village.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Yeah, you were talking about that.
Yeah, if they have a comic book, I've had my hands on it.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, and I only left with 12.
Oh, shit.
They're cheap.
That's accurate.
But it takes place in Gotham.
How the fuck does Spider-Man get to Gotham now?
Well,
A lot of web.
they're experimenting on Cletus Cassidy. They plant a microchip in his brain to help control all his anger and psychoticness and his insanity, make him sane. Well, now they're moving Cletus Cassidy to Gotham to convince everybody to let this certain doctor put that computer chip in the Joker's brain, which they do. And well, of course, Spider-Man tagged along because he knows Cletus Cassidy is involved.
Hold the fucking phone.
What's up?
How does Gotham exist in the same universe?
They don't say that. They don't say.
They just... What?
I'm telling you, a lot of web was used to get the fuck over.
Oh, a lot of web and continuity.
No,
Anyway.
he actually flew, I guess.
What?
No, there was 2 doctors who were doing the thing. One was against it, one was for it. But the one against it is Spider-Man's friend. Went with him. She wanted him there. So,
So they took a plane.
I'm guessing.
This comic book's giving me a migraine. But anyway, continue.
It's... Well, Cassidy obviously figures out a way to override the computer chip, short it out, and continues to play nice and pretty.
Oh.
Until him and Joker are alone, and then he puts part of the symbiote into the Joker to short-circuit his chip. And now they're teamed up, and it's Joker and Cletus Cassidy, the most maniacal villains of both universes.
You mean
teamed
the most
up.
psychotic villains?
Yeah. Teamed up together. And, well, it's going to take Spider-Man and Batman to put their appropriate foes back into check.
Holy shit.
Yes, and it is a 3D printed cover.
Damn.
It's raised.
In 3D.
Yes.
3D.
Yes, but yeah, I'm gonna give it a solid 5. I loved it. There was a lot of pokes and prods at other characters from their respective publishers.
Should be raised.
It's a light.
She touched Batman.
She sure did. All right, Jimmy, you read a lot,
Oh, God, I did.
and we've only got like
I can do it.
9 minutes
I can do it.
in this part.
I can do it. I think I can do it. Okay. Let's see. I haven't given a review on Darth Vader issues 1 and 2. I know I skipped 2 and read 3. Kind of bad of me. But anyway, 3 is interesting. I'm liking the way this is going, and it's kind of showing Darth Vader doing some stuff behind the scenes between A New Hope. Between A New Hope and Return of the Jedi. So it's interesting. Stop laughing.
I looked to Chris for his comment on the behind the scenes.
Yes.
Yeah, so she initiated the dirty
she was waiting.
I didn't
for,
initiate anything.
She was waiting for some sort of dirty comment from you.
It's coming.
Oh, man, there it goes. You better clean that up. So anyway, I'm going to move on from there. Darth Vader, Star Wars, the only Star Wars title I've been following. I'm actually enjoying it. I've read the first and third issues. I gotta dig up the second one so I can read it. But it's really good. Awesome artwork, great character development, and I'm curious to see what Vader has in store because he's doing stuff behind the Emperor's back. What
rating?
Oh, my rating on that so far, I'd give it 4 chimichangas. 4. And I did not have much on the front for Deadpool except for Return of the Living Deadpool number 3. Which I'm loving this. It's a follow-up to the Night of the Living Deadpool series, which came out early last year. And this one, yet again, Deadpool and his human compatriots are being chased and hunted by Deadpools. Lots and lots of Deadpools. And they've been imprisoned and are being carted into a city full of Deadpools. Well, okay.
Damn.
Now, to get the premise of this, Deadpool wakes up in the zombie apocalypse in the original series, which is the Night of the Living Deadpool, and he figures out a way to cure the zombies by using a mutagenic virus that was created from his DNA and injecting himself with it and allowing the zombies to eat him, in turn turning the zombies into Deadpools.
That's awesome.
Well, a Deadpool consciousness. Mm-hmm. Not only do they become Deadpools, but they have a collective consciousness. So it's really, really...
So he has control of the Deadpools.
No. The Deadpool you're following in this is separate from the consciousness. They consider him an outsider. He's a reject because he's figured out a way to split himself from the consciousness. So you don't really get a lot... Is he the real Wade Wilson? Is he the original? I don't know. But he's definitely got the intentions of the original.
So you just have a bunch of ridiculous asshole zombies.
Right.
Okay.
Well, no. A bunch of ridiculous assholes Deadpools that are using zombies to create more Deadpools. It's confusing as fuck to some degree.
That is a shitload of chimichangas.
Yes, it is. I'm giving this series a 5 solid. I could finish all 5 chimichangas on this one. So, especially the ending scene. Check it out because there is mention of every writer in the ending scene to this to issue 3 of Return of the Living Deadpool. So it's really cool the way they're mentioned. All right, next on the docket here is Wolverine's number 3, which is also an April Fool's issue. It's got Deadpool on the cover with a dead bird strapped to his face and 2 rakes on his hands, a rubber ducky, some suction cup darts, and a hairdryer, and a shaver. And I could just keep going on and on. But basically throughout the issue, Deadpool is trying to be Wolverine. Since Wolverine's dead, he's decided that he is going to take up the mantle of Wolverine and become Wolverine. And he starts it by fighting She-Hulk. Because that's what Wolverine did. Not fight She-Hulk, but he fought a Hulk.
Yeah.
So Deadpool decided to pick She-Hulk because it would probably be easier than fighting the Hulk. I guess because she's a woman was his mentality. I don't know. It's brought into question, so check it out. It's freaking hilarious if you can get a hold of it.
Rating?
I would rate that one a solid 5 as well, just because the comedy.
Damn.
The comedy that ensues and the way it's written. It's well written. See Deadpool try and pull off a Wolverine. Army of Darkness 5. This one was the wrap-up to, I guess, Army of Darkness in space. And it was Ash trying to thwart the Deadite powers that are trying to take over the world by zapping. They've somehow figured out how to download the Necronomicon into a space station's computer.
Aw, damn.
And have decided that they're going to use a satellite to zap the world with this signal that will turn them into Deadites.
Pure evil.
Yes. And Ash figures out how to thwart it somehow. But as all Army of Darkness stories end, they never end on a good note. So, yeah. There's never a happily ever after in Army of Darkness. But definitely check that one out. If you haven't read it, it'll probably be out in trade soon. Check it out. It's awesome. I also read...
Rating.
Oh, rating. I give that one a 4.5. 4.5, just because...
Jimmy's in a good mood today.
Well, I'm usually never disappointed with my selections. I'm very picky because, hey, I can't buy them all. And
Yeah.
I think you got a good hand today, too.
Yeah.
Seriously, that looks some cool shit.
I finally got around to reading Harley Quinn. I'm watching the clock here. Finally got around to reading Harley Quinn 15, where the possibility of a bisexual or lesbian relationship between Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy comes into play. Yeah, it's...
Oh, I gotta read that.
There is a question in that scene as to, is that your hand? I don't know where the hand is, but hey, you know.
Get off.
Yeah.
You first.
Yeah, pretty much. No, it was a good issue, and it was kind of surprising because this is the first time I've read a Harley Quinn comic.
Yeah.
From the new 52 series, and I like the fact that she's actually trying to be a hero. She's trying to save people. And the person, the baddie that she fights in this issue, she does a really good job for being someone who's not super powered.
Yeah.
And saving some lives. I thought it was really cute, great artwork, and very lighthearted. I like the issues. I think it's a great story to read. If you haven't read any Harley Quinn, check it out. It's actually a really good read.
That's number 15.
That's number 15. I haven't read 16, but I might.
Okay.
I might just read that. The last one I have is Lady Killer number 4.
Rating.
Fuck. Rating. I keep reading my ratings. I'm so full, I don't even want to think about chimichangas. I'm going to give it a solid 4. Just because I haven't read enough of it, And I liked it. It wasn't bad. It wasn't a 3. It wasn't a 2. It was a 4. So, should I continue with this one?
Got 1 minute. Hurry
All
up.
right. Lady Killer issue number 4. Main character is dealing with somebody trying to kill her from her agency. So she's, by the end of this issue, she is trying to team up with other people who are in her line of business, which is Wetworks, and she's trying to figure out how she's going to deal with her situation. So if you've listened to the previous podcast, check Lady Killer out from Dark Horse Press. Rating, I would give that a 5.
All
I'm
right.
enjoying the shit out of it.
All right, we're going to give a shout out to Southern Vapors. They're at 322 East Texas Avenue, 281-837-3543. They do ship anywhere. And big shout out to Derek and Steven. They really did me a solid. Got me a new mod and new RDA. Thank you guys. We'll be back in just a few minutes.